guys, how's it going? It's Tyler back with another Tyler's Tip of the Week. So this week I've got something pretty interesting for you. So we are going to actually go over what I use to throw my topwater baits. So I get this question asked a lot, and I do this a little bit different than a lot of people do. A lot of people go with big heavy line and these big rods, and I think you'll be interested to see how I throw these topwaters. So as you know, and as I've mentioned before, I throw a topwater almost all year round. Most of the time I'm throwing topwaters that are somewhere around the size of a Super Spook Junior, which is about 3.5 inches. Also, I will throw the Monsterbass Patriot, which is like 3 5/8, and then I'll throw like a Bass Hick, the Anthony 2.0, which is 2.5 inches long. So, to throw those type of baits, you really need a different rod than you would for, let's say, like the big, like 5-inch Whopper Plopper, or the big Sexy Dog, or the big, you name it, topwater bait. So what I'll do, and this is the first one that I set up like this, almost on accident. I set this rod up. And I say accident because I came across this Daiwa rod. This is a Daiwa Jupiter rod. I came across this at Walmart. It was on clearance for like 13 bucks. I mean, I had to buy it. You have no choice but to buy one for 13 bucks. And I was like, what am I going to use this rod for with this action? And then I kind of just, spooled it up with something that I thought would work. Threw a reel on it and went to town. Turns out I discovered in this the best topwater setup, in my opinion. So what I've got here is and rod doesn't really matter. I mean, brand wise, it doesn't matter. So what I've got here is a 6'6" medium action rod. So what that does is that gives me a lightweight, smaller, shorter rod with a pretty light action to it, really. It's got enough tip to where you can pull these treble hooks in and you don't have to worry about them throwing your bait like you do on a heavier rod. You can really, pull into them, get those hooks set in really nice, and you don't have to worry about it as much. And that's what I love about this rod setup, is it's such a good rod, especially for these smaller topwater baits. And I mean, you can throw bigger stuff on here too, but these smaller topwaters just really excel on a rod like this. And then that brings me to the next thing that I do. So I will throw these on braid, but instead of throwing like 60-pound, 50-pound braid, I'm throwing this on like 12 to 15. This one I actually have set up with 12-pound braid. My other rod I actually have set up with 15. So these are both 6.5-foot rods with a Kastking reel. And if you guys haven't tried a Kastking reel, you need to go check those out. Go to Kastking's website, kastking.com, or Amazon, and search Kastking, and you guys need to go check out these reels. These are some of the best reels I've ever used. I use Kastking reels and Bass Pro Shop reels exclusively. I don't use anything else, but Kastking is awesome. I mean, it's affordable. It's, I can't find anything that Kastking doesn't make for any type of scenario. So as far as a reel goes on this is a 7.0 to 1 gear ratio reel. And my other one here, this is actually the newest model of the Kastking. This is the Speed Demon. So this is, and they actually have a new one coming out. It's like a 10 gear ratio, but this is actually the 9.3 to 1. Don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that is the 9.3 to 1 gear ratio. So the faster the better on these type things, because what you want to do is you want to be able to cast that bait out there, work it back. Let's just say, a fish explodes on it, doesn't get it. You can reel that thing back up. You can cast out a follow-up bait, like a Senko or something like that. We'll get into that in a later video. but you can throw something back at it, and you can just have that speed just to reel those in and make more casts. And I can't tell you how many times that's helped me out too, having that faster gear ratio. Say I'm out there and fish are schooling somewhere, and they blow up over here and they're schooling, and they blow up over here and they're schooling. I can, with that fast gear ratio, I can reel that bait back in, cast it in there, make a few pops of it, see if anything hits it. If not, I can cast right back over to this school, make a few pops. You get my point. You can really make a lot of casts and cover a lot of water really quick with a fast gear ratio like that. So that's my reasoning behind the reel, the rod, and the line. Like I said, I mentioned the bait. Today's video is sponsored by Monsterbass. So if you guys will go to that link in the description, you can get you a bait just like this. This is the Monsterbass Patriot 2.0. I mean, just look at the paint job on that thing. It's awesome. It's awesome. It is a big fish calling bait, and it will catch you that monster bass, and just might catch you your new personal best. Go check out the link in the description. Go get you guys a Monsterbass box. I'll also put a link in the description for an Amazon link that goes to Kastking's reels and everything that they've got on Amazon. Go check that out. Get you guys a reel, get you guys a Monsterbass box, and go catch your new personal best. I hope you guys find these tips videos helpful. I really enjoy actually doing these, and I'm looking forward to putting more out and making some more content for you guys. So, let me know in the comments what you guys want to hear. If you have questions about anything that you see in the video, questions about rigs that I'm throwing, or things I haven't even mentioned yet, and we'll definitely make a video on those. I fish all the time, as you can tell, and I'm all about it. I live, eat, breathe, sleep fishing. So you guys let me know what you want to see, and I will be glad to make that for you. So I hope you guys have a great and blessed day wherever you are, and we will catch you on the water. See ya.